This is the Yonaguni Monument, a massive stone structure off the coast of Japan that some say is proof of a lost civilization swallowed by the sea. Perfect edges, flat terraces, sharp geometric angles that look like the foundations of a forgotten city. All the hallmarks of a good conspiracy. But here's the strange part. Whether it's natural or man-made, no one can really agree. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you might be able to decide for yourself. First, let's talk about the discovery. In 1986, a local diver named Kihachiro Aratake was exploring near Yonaguni Island, the westernmost inhabited point of Japan, not far from Taiwan, when he spotted something that stopped him in place. It was a massive stone formation rising from the seafloor like a ziggurat. 5-tiered terraces, a 90-degree corner larger than a house, a perfectly flat plaza at the top. At first, he thought it was a lost castle. But when researchers measured it, the scale was shocking. The structure is over 50 meters long, 20 meters tall, and carved with lines so straight they'd make an engineer jealous. Word spread quickly. Divers arrived, photographers arrived, and then the theories arrived. First, let's make the case for the conspiracy. Those who believe the monument is man-made don't just see rocks, they see architecture. Large platforms that look like altars, massive staircases, what resembles a ceremonial plaza complete with an apparent entrance. Some claim to see the ruins of walls, of roads, even a huge stone face staring outward. And if it is human-made, it would date back over 10,000 years ago, long before the pyramids, Stonehenge, or any known advanced civilization in Asia. This discovery would rewrite history. It would mean a lost empire predating written records, an Atlantis of the East. Believers argue that the precision of the cuts into the rocks are just too perfect. The cuts are too straight, the surfaces too smooth. Humans must have shaped it, and then rising seas drowned it at the end of the Ice Age. And for years, the story only grew stranger. Divers began reporting details that seemed impossible to explain naturally. There was the giant turtle-shaped rock, a formation resembling a gate, a long trench that looks like a drainage canal. Images of the monument spread worldwide, and with each new photo, the claims grew bolder. But here's the catch. Many of the shapes that look like carvings also match the natural way sandstone fractures underwater. Parallel lines? Well, that's normal for layered sediment. Flat steps? That could be the result of rock shearing horizontally. Sharp corners? Sandstone can break cleanly, cleaner than you'd expect. But before we settle it there, the science reveals something much more interesting. Geologists studying Yonaguni often fall into two camps. There's the first camp that argues essentially it's natural. These scientists argue that the monument is simply jointed sandstone, split by tectonic stress and shaped by ocean currents. They point to nearby cliffs above sea level that show the exact same geometric patterns, perfectly square, perfectly natural. But then there's Camp 2, the camp that agrees that yes, this is a natural foundation, but it might be modified. And this group fascinates me. They agree that the majority is natural, but they also believe that ancient people may have carved or shaped parts of it to create terraces, steps, or pathways. Think of it like Machu Picchu, a natural ridge sculpted by humans. If that's true, Yonaguni might be the oldest known monumental site on Earth, dating back to a time when sea levels were so low that the entire structure was dry land. Even the most skeptical geologists admit Yonaguni has features that are unusual, like the Loop Road, a long straight corridor that curves at a perfect angle, or the enormous triangular platform that seems too flat, just too precise, or the supposed megalithic blocks arranged in ways nature rarely chooses. And there's the biggest question of all. If this is natural, why does it look so deliberately arranged, like a structure with purpose? No chisels, no artifacts, no definitive human marks have been found. But the shape, the symmetry, and the sense of intentional design keep the debate alive. So maybe the Yonaguni Monument is just a miracle of geology. Maybe it's the last footprint of civilization swallowed by the sea. Or maybe it's the ocean reminding us of how much of our own past is still hidden beneath the waves. Japan's underwater pyramid remains one of the most tantalizing mysteries ever discovered, a place where science and myth collide 30 meters below the surface. Stay curious, stay current, and thank you for watching.